Tomorrow, 45 million turkeys will make the ultimate sacrifice for America's feast, but not this one.
The presidential turkey pardon, a Thanksgiving tradition, is possibly one of the weirdest parts of American culture. Each year, in the days leading up to Thanksgiving, the President of the United States is presented with a live turkey.
That's a big bird, man.
That turkey is so lucky. I've never seen such a beautiful turkey.
In a ceremony held in the White House Rose Garden, the president pardons the turkey, saving it from finishing its life on a dinner table.
Marshmallow and yam.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Cobbler and gobbler.
But how did this tradition start?
Now let's pardon this bird.
It was John F. Kennedy who was the first to spare a life when he sent back the turkey he was given in Thanksgiving 1963. Richard Nixon's gift turkey wasn't officially pardoned either, but it was sent to a petting zoo instead of the kitchen. Then, in 1987, Ronald Reagan was presented with Charlie the Thanksgiving turkey.
If they'd have given me a different answer on Charlie, his future, I would have pardoned him.
It was said as a joke, but it laid the foundation for the next U.S. president to formalize the tradition. 2 years later, during George H.W. Bush's presidency, the turkey gift was the first bird to be granted an official pardon from a U.S. president.
But let me assure you and this fine Tom turkey that he will not end up on anyone's dinner table, not this guy. He's granted a presidential pardon as of right now.
This became an annual White House tradition, which every president upholds.
I'm granting this turkey a permanent reprieve. After many years in the coop, he's on his way to a farm in Virginia to bask in the sun, collect his hard-earned pension, enjoy his golden years.
In 2001, George Bush revealed that the ritual involves not one, but 2 turkeys, with the second ready to fill in if something happens to the first.
This one right here, his name is Liberty. And the other turkey, the alternate, his name is Freedom. Now Freedom is not here because he's in a secure and undisclosed location.
Bush granted both turkeys unconditional pardons. Since then, it became common practice to refer to the Thanksgiving turkeys as a set. Before their big day, they're often housed in luxury hotels in Washington, receiving the kind of pampering usually saved for celebrities. Every president has kept up this tradition.
I am here to announce what I'm sure will be the most talked about executive action this month.
I hereby grant you a full pardon.
Based on their temperament and commitment to being productive members of society, I hereby pardon. Yes.
As for the remarkably original names the turkeys are given, the White House often turns to social media to crowdsource names, engaging the American citizens in the electoral process.
This is an election year, and Biscuits had to earn his spot at the White House. Biscuits and his running mate Gravy prevailed over the ticket of patience and fortitude.
The ceremony is often filled with good-natured puns and jokes and brings some levity to the usual solemn nature of presidential duties.
I've established another tradition, embarrassing my daughters with a cornucopia of dad jokes about turkeys.
That's good.
I thought it was pretty good.
And this year was no different.
Just to get here, Liberty and Bell had to beat some tough odds. Harder than getting a ticket to the Renaissance tour or fitness tour. She's down in, it's kind of warm in Brazil right now.
As ridiculous as it may seem, the presidential turkey pardon is a cherished ritual and an important part of the Thanksgiving traditions.